Hi, fire signs. How are you doing? I'm going to do your love readings for the month of July. And I will be starting with Aries. And I keep forgetting to mention this before. So, my name is Juhi. If I didn't say that already, I forget. But take your readings as it resonates. It's a collective reading, so it may be just not for you, this message this time. Maybe another element is pulling on you for you to see. And they are for the month of July, but the readings are energy readings, so they are timeless, they're not linear. And that is the same thing for gender. I might be calling out divine feminine or divine masculine, but those are energies that each of us hold, and I'm not talking about gender. So, is there anything else? I think that is it. Just generally speaking. I'm starting to pull 9 cards for you from the Gilded Tarot. And I'll be pulling the 9 cards from the top because I've been guided to do so. Oh, here we're starting. And we're starting with the 10 of Cups in reverse. This has been, the first row has been like your energy as a viewer. But it may be that your person, the energy that I'm reading as your person, is actually your energy. So just if you need to swap it around, please do. You know what your story is. Then the card in the middle is the connection, Page of Wands in reversed. Then the card for your person is 7 of Cups. I do see a lot of passion here. So this has been in your recent past. Let's have 3 cards for the current energies right now. For you, Ace of Swords in reverse. 7 of Wands. Oh, 2 sevens. There's some battling or confusion or some choosing, like prioritizing perhaps. So this is for the dynamic. Interesting. That's another Wands card for the dynamic. And for your person, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, 2 aces for the current energies, guys. That is interesting. Like, something seems to be fated, but it's not happening. And let's have a look what's coming up for what the outcome is or the near future. I'm not predicting any futures here because you all have agency. So it's just like with the current energies as they look now, this is what you're projecting into the future. I think that's the best way to see it. For you, the Knight of Cups in reversed. It's funny that they're all coming out reversed. 2 of Cups in reverse. Wow. And 4 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of watery energy, lots of emotional energy. And I've been feeling a lot of watery energy today specifically. So maybe that's why you are calling out to me with all this water. So you really seem to be in your emotions. Let's have a look what's on the bottom. The Fool, also in reverse. And I'm really like, if you wonder if the whole deck is in reverse, I'm quite sure that, yeah, that's not the case. It just happens to be so that everything is in reverse. I feel like that the fact that everything is in reverse, maybe that it is a storyline, a timeline for you, that you are possibly either at the brink of leaving behind you or choosing it, but it's not here yet. That's why it's all reversed. And I think they all have it's something like that's what we see here, right? Like it looks like the universe is offering something to you, to the both of you, and seems to be a very like some sort of soul connection, something that's definitely there's definitely some sort of spiritual connection between you. You have the option to choose this dynamic, this relationship as a timeline, but it looks like it's still up in the air. But I do see a lot of emotions here. Before going into all the cards, just want to have all the cards on the table to start. Let's get the whole picture. Let's have a look. Humor, huh? Just like this is a general theme for your relationship for the month of July. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Huh. Maybe that's why everything is upside down, because perhaps you have been coming out of an energy or a relationship in or around you that has been very heavy, and the fact that all the cards are in reverse is maybe just like you need to just kind of flip everything around and look at it from a different angle, and it looks like humor is helping with that. It's like you see that happy or that laughing Buddha there in the middle. Green also definitely heart connection here. And the Fool in reverse too, right? It's like it looks like you're not there. That timeline, that leap of faith that may be needed, you're not taking it. You're not taking it, or the person around you. But I definitely feel actually this is you. And you are completely, you and your other person are mirroring each other, because although there is a lot of potential, nothing is brought forward. Okay, this is enough. This is like almost just channeling. Let's just really have a look what's in the cards. So in the recent past, you have been very, I think, very happy in this relationship. Emotionally fulfilled, and yeah, it's something about you were happy, but something changed. Like you became a little bit disillusioned, and I think that has something to do with the Page of Wands. Although there is a lot of like a passionate energy, it's also immature. And it looks like there's like some sort of information or message coming towards you about your person. And your person is possibly engaging in at least the fantasy of different relationships or different engagements, possibly work or some sort of project, or I don't know, something that is taking away from the energy in this relationship. And you are in it, and you're believing you're in the same page, but this person on the same page of Wands, and this person is not. And there's something that has reached you that it is not the case. Yeah, it all seems very much like this like could have been, should have been kind of energy. And then because that information came to you, there's something about the clarity. It's really weird that everything is reversed. It's just like really like, I don't know, it makes me feel spinning. You're both it's just not working. Like you're both not seeing it, and it feels very much, it feels like instead of a unconditional relationship, it feels very conditional, because like someone has to give, right? So it feels because none of you is willing to take the first move, because you feel like the other one should be making a first move. Nothing is happening. Like it looks like you are withholding your truth, probably communication, possibly about how the communication that you got. You possibly haven't even received this from the person you're dealing with. You possibly saw this on social media or through the grapevine. This person is not like, because of like here there's still a lot of options and not choosing it. And it's really like shooting, like whatever universe is offering to your person, it's just like he or she is not seeing it, and it's like it's a missed chance. And there's this seven of wands in reverse, which would usually like tell me that there is actually like there would be some sort of where you feel possibly overwhelmed, that like all things are coming to you at the same time. You possibly need to prioritize, but you are still in a position that you can still oversee everything. I'm really confused by this energy because it's all it's just not right, because it's just not happening. Whatever is supposed to be happening is not happening, because some sort of stubborn energy that you're both carrying. And I'm looking at this humor card, like I feel like each of you shouldn't be taking it so personal, and just laugh about your own stubbornness in this situation, because this whole dynamic has so much potential. I see emotions, I see passion, I see truth, I see groundedness and stability. There's even like this stability, there's like this divine feminine, divine masculine, like as counterparts looking at each other, but just it's all just not happening. And this is in the center of it as a dynamic. So perhaps there is some sort of release, or this is what is needed. This is where the humor comes in, instead of like make it like perhaps this is also like the communication that is in between the two of you, where you are both kind of playing the blame game, and that's also why you're both kind of like stubborn, like all the blame is with the other, so the other person should be the first to apologize, for example, and it's not happening. And I feel like that defensiveness that you feel is a little bit created, like you are possibly, because you're taking it so personal, you're defending against something that possibly is not even happening. So like, and if you realize, you see the humor of it, and it's for both of you, it's not just one of you. This person has a lot of groundedness and balance energy, and committed, loyalty, long-lasting energy to bring into this dynamic. And you need like, and this person is withholding it. Possibly this person already chose you, if it's about your relationship, whether it's love or work or project. But I do feel it's love with all the cups energy on the table. Possibly this person already knows. It looks like he already chose one of these cups, and I think it's you. But he's not telling you. And for you, it comes across as if I'm saying he. I think that's like, I think you're the divine feminine, or maybe identifying more as divine feminine. Take it as it resonates. And it's like, you possibly like have like the idea that your person is not committing to you. It feels maybe like for your person everything is still up in the air, because your person is not communicating to you what's really going on. He's like, he or she is withholding that. And you are not speaking your truth about how you truly feel about this person either. And possibly you do that because there may be you may feel fragile or vulnerable, because you feel like you are one of the cups that the other person is still holding up in the air, like there is no commitment. But actually there is commitment, and if it wasn't there yet, it is there now, but your person is not communicating yet. So you're both like, yeah, you're both defensive, and spirit is telling you, you're both defensive, and spirit is telling you, let that go and see the humor of the situation. Like you're completely blocking one another, where there is a lot of emotional fulfillment wanting to flow, and it's right here. But it's like this, guys. Like you're not seeing eye to eye, and maybe you should actually like, perhaps like I heard something about if you do a staring contest, or you look like any other person directly into their eye without saying anything for 4 minutes, I believe, you will fall in love. So maybe because you're not looking each other eye to eye, possibly you're even like blocking the communication at all. I feel like you need to come face to face and look at one another, and you both need to come forward, and you need to speak your truth about how you feel, and the other person needs to bring forward this pentacle and let know that he made, or she made, I keep wanting to say he though, a decision. And if I'm saying he, it can still be a woman or a female energy that is carrying some sort of masculine energy here. And it's really showing too, right? Like I think it's really like, whereas a Four of Cups is a person who is still considering to take that cup, whether that is something that is right for this person at this time, in this lifetime, with this cup. And although it is like, it's just not, for me, this card shows discernment and really tapping in and connecting with yourself, and not just blindly take something because you feel you're obliged to say yes. There's a lot of that going on. So, even if it may be something that is offered from the divine, it's still good, I think, to be kind of like, don't blindly grab something. I think, and that's something that is happening here. Like this person seems to be very intentional and careful and discerning about how he or she is sharing his time, energy, love, resources. Four of Cups. So coming out of this energy of choosing, like he's choosing you. Yeah, and this is you telling like oh, this is so funny. Like the Knight of Cups is actually bringing forward this cup, and I feel like your person is taking the cup that you're offering here. This cup is taken in this card. But you just need to come forward, right? Like if you're not coming forward, this person may not be taking that cup, and you are not facing one another and coming into union. So take that, like it's very stagnant. Take that leap of faith. And it's even the Fool, right? It's like a joker. Like there is some humor needed here. Humor yourself, humor the other. Because whatever here on the table looks too good to be lost just by being stubborn. And Aries, I know you can be stubborn. Everybody has a tendency to be stubborn once in a while, but this can be, yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's have a look for, okay, this one is coming out right away, an advice card. Also coming upside down. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So there's a new beginning, but just take it, right? And the prosperity is literally here with his pentacles, and it's literally there with the ten of cups. And also like just the richness of the relationship. Just trust that, and when you realize that you've just been stubborn, you'll laugh about yourself, and you'll laugh about it together after you've been staring in each other's eyes for 4 minutes. Just do it. Okay, Aries, I hope that was helpful for you, and please let me know if it resonates. I'm just curious. And you can like and subscribe and all those lovely things. And I will continue to do Leo right now. And Leo, welcome to your love reading for the month of July. I'm going to pull a overall theme for you. Sorry. Let's see what's happening for Leo. I feel a very mellow. Too many cards. I feel a very mellow energy. It feels breezy and it feels sunny. Like you're like a picnic, right? Like, and you have this soft, nice dark green grass and you're just like rolling around in it and basking in the sun. That's the kind of energy that I pick up on. And this may be your energy or an energy around you. Let's have a look. What's going on for, I want to say lions, because your lion is the symbol, but Leos, what's your theme? Self-esteem. This is so like Leo fire energy is very much connected to Manipura chakra, which is all about self-esteem and yellowness. So that's interesting. I'll show you the card. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah, that is so Leo. Very generous, very loving, very passionate. So yeah, I like that you are like possessing gifts of the soul that you want to share with your loved ones is very Leo. Let me see what's going on for Leo. I'm pulling 9 cards of the Gilded Tarot, 3 for the recent past. Stars coming out for you, and now I will just 3 for the recent past. This is for the dynamic. Page of Cups. For your person, 2 of Swords. Then the next 3 cards are for the current energy. This is you, the Hermit. Okay. And the dynamic is 5 of Wands. And the Hanged Man coming out reversed for your person. And then the projected energy for the future. 4 of Swords in reverse for you. Makes sense after the Hermit energy. 3 of Wands for the connection. And 8 of Cups for your person. On the bottom is the underlying energy is 10 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Whoa, and the Ace of Cups is just below that, so that's interesting. It's also in reverse. I feel like there may be some sort of healing. Something needs attention to be healed. I'm just saying that because actually of this Ace of Cups that's not even really here, but it just shows something about balancing something within yourself in order to balance the relationship, because it is all that emotional happiness, fulfillment is right there, but not quite yet. And let's have a look what is happening. So in the recent past, you have the Star. This actually seemed like this is a very healing card, and where your dreams and your aspirations are very supported by the universe. Yeah, and then your person has the 2 of Swords. So this person is blinded. This person is not seeing something and has a bit of a defensive stance. And it's a mental energy with these 2 swords. Um, yeah, I feel like what the healing may need to occur. I feel like the whole dynamic needs to be healed, and whereas you are ready to engage in this relationship, this person isn't quite there yet, because there's something that this person is still dealing with that still needs to be seen, but it's still covered, so this person doesn't see it. So there's something about this Page of Cups. There is definitely love there and a love offer. Um, yeah, I even feel like perhaps there is someone that you like to offer this cup of love to, but this person is just not ready to perceive or receive it. And the roles can be the other way around. So maybe you are the one who's not seeing the someone approaching you, and it's this person sees the other person. So I'm just gonna say this is you. So your person, you see, huh, your person is your dream fulfillment, but your person seems to be distracted with. Mm, yeah, definitely a blocked energy. Okay, let's see how this moves on. Somehow that makes you go into hermit mode, and the Hanged Man, this seems still stuck, because if the Hanged Man is upright, this is where there is clarity, something is seen. But and it's a major arcana, so there is some major cycle, possibly a karmic cycle, that is still impeding this person here from like blocking, from truly be receptive and receiving that. And the Hanged Man is in reverse, and I have a feeling it may have something to do with societal expectations that this person is trying to hold on to. And it's really a very, very stuck, blocked, stagnant energy. And this is the peer pressure. I didn't say it because I do feel peer pressure here. Perhaps there is some sort of cultural, perhaps religious, there's something about you or the other person in the way of your upbringing that may be very different. And there's peer pressure in between the two of you that is just, and this is for the dynamic, that is possibly not making, like it wouldn't be a expected match. And this, when I'm saying this, it feels so conservative and so old-fashioned. And I think you are, because of this stuck energy, you possibly, the stuck energy for your person, you possibly, there may be some, these are two major arcanas by the way, there may be some self-doubt going on, but there is some sort of lightness and awareness with you. So there is not, instead of going into self-doubt, you are going within to find wisdom there. Like, what is going on? Why is this not happening? And I think you may have some sort of realizations about not taking it personally, but realizing that this person has to sort out some things for him or herself in order to be able to engage in this relationship. And I feel like you are perhaps in the first place, and I don't see it here, but there may be a tendency in the past to make it personal and feel like this person is rejecting you, and instead it looks like you are going within in order to, like, it's a little bit of a retreating energy, right? So you are pulling back your energy to give this person space to come out of this stagnant energy and coming out of the energy where this person is holding on to attachments of how other people see him or her. So this needs to happen, and you're giving space for that. And then what's the energy that's coming up, that's projected into the future from this, is for you the Four of Swords. So it looks like you are coming out with some truth and clarity out of your hermit energy, and possibly to see what is coming for you. And this is the connection card, and for your person it's the Eight of Cups. Here it looks like, in what is coming up, is that your person is realizing they need to do some healing, and they realize here that they're missing something, that they are not seeing something, and it looks like your person is going on that journey. And I think I'm really happy to see that for the person, because this person is very stuck and therefore not able to receive a cup of love and allow this kind of happiness into his life. And the fact that the Three of Wands is reversed here tells me that you may have a tendency to, although you had the patience and the awareness that your person needs this space, you're coming out to see what is happening and going on with the other person. And I think it may be, if you are hoping that this person has already done the healing and come to the realization that you are his or her dream as well, you probably come out disappointed because this person needs more time. So don't wait. And it's awesome that it's beautiful that you're holding space for this. But I think it is like, while you hold space, don't wait and go out into the world and do your own thing. And if your person is destined for you, as you seem to have believed, at least in the recent past, this will happen. But there is still this healing is needed. So you don't know how long that takes. You need to work on that. I know that I've been wondering all along, what is this person working on? But it's self-esteem. And it's possibly also your self-esteem that keeps you attached to the outcome of the healing process of the other. Perhaps you feel like your person is the one and only for you ever. That if you are not coming together right now, you will never have that connection that you're dreaming of. And there is some healing that you need to be doing with that as well. And you may be dealing with some sort of like a codependent tendencies that are related, that's all related to self-esteem, like the idea that there is somebody that can be our savior, or there's just like this one person that is making us complete. Yeah. So main message is, don't wait for this person. And I made a mess here with candles that are overflowing. Perhaps it's a sign. So Leo, don't wait and fill your own cup. And the person that you are in connection with needs space to heal. And if you are the person who feels stuck and possibly like also like a little bit pushed in a tight spot by either peers, family, societal expectations, and perhaps even the person who is pursuing you. I feel like it's almost needed for you to come out of that stuck energy, because nothing is happening in your life, and it looks like it's not a tower moment. I don't see a tower here, but I do feel it kind of brings this energy of an epiphany for you, that you realize you need to do some sort of exploration to come out of that stagnation. You're missing something and possibly missing out on life. And life that is full with happiness and emotional fulfillment. It's your birthright. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, so this is for me very clear for your person. Your person needs to come out of the comfort zone. And I feel like even you need to come out of your comfort zone. Because it's all tied to that self-esteem, right? There is some sort of a somewhat retracted energy, because it's scared to put yourself out there. Yeah, I even wonder if this person, perhaps you even feel like you are letting the other person know that you have some sort of an interest, but you're not really approaching him or her. And that may have something to do with the self-esteem. Yeah, because I really feel like this other person is not even seeing you, like in how it's on the table. This person is blinded. This person, like if you are here, and how do you say it? He's actually looking that way. He's looking away from you, and so is this person in the Eight of Cups, is looking away from you. In none of these cards, this person is facing you or seeing you. There's just no space. Like you're looking at somebody with admiration from perhaps not afar, but from like you have a little bit of distance, and you're not communicating it. And perhaps it looks like you may communicate something here, with the swords in the near future, in which that person tells you, perhaps this person even tells you like, there may be some sort of confirmation that this person sees the potential as well, but just doesn't have space for it. This person, I don't know, this feels very broken at the moment. In the classic Rider-Waite, they're all like stacked up very nicely, and there's like one cup feels like missing. And here it's just like emotional mess almost that he's leaving or behind. I'm saying he because it's a he person. I feel very limited by my he's and she's in this reading, so perhaps that is something that is relevant for you. I know there's something going on with north nodes and south nodes, but I am not familiar with that. I do know that north node has everything to do with coming out of your comfort zone, as says the text. Okay. Yeah, let's move. Okay, I hope, Leo, that this is helpful for you. In either way, for both these persons, there is some sort of inward soul growth going on. So I think that is beautiful anyway. And maybe that is not the result that you were hoping for, because perhaps you are trying to manifest somebody in your life. In my opinion, any emotional maturation or soul growth is worth it, because it's bringing us closer to filling our own cups and bring us this kind of 10 of Cups emotional fulfillment and abandonment. Abundance. There may be a fear of abandonment, just like last bit. Okay, Leos, take care, take it easy, and if you are the person who's waiting, don't wait. And it's great that you're giving it space, but don't wait for this person to come back, because it looks like this person has a long way to go, or a little bit to go still. Okay, and then Sagittarius, last but not least. Clearing up here for you. I hope you're all doing well. Although you're the fire signs, I feel a lot of watery and air energy. Perhaps the energy that needs to be embraced, or the energy that is somehow very present with you, although you are a fire sign. And let's have a look. I'm going to start with the Oracle card, Soul Journey. Where are you at in your love life for the month of July? Oh, too many. Okay. There are two coming out, gratitude, discipline. That's funny how they kind of mirror each other, right? I don't want one card though, so I'm just going to put them back. If one of those need to come out, they will, I'm sure. Spirit, what is the general energy theme for Sagittarius in their love lives for the month of July? What's going on for Sagittarius for the month of July? And I see another one, friendship. I like that. Friendship is definitely love. And the text is, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Whoa. So, I mean, friendship is definitely a manifestation of love, but perhaps there is a friendship that is bound to become of a different character. Perhaps it's a friendship that's destined to become romantic, or maybe a different kind of form or shape. Perhaps you're meant to work together. Let's have a look what the cards have to say. I'm using the Gilded Tarot here. Oh, I need to cut it. That's what they say. I need to see what is going on in your love lives, Sagittarius. What's going on in your love lives? What's going on in your love life? Okay, let's have a look. First three cards. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh! Okay. I've been picking up like the top three cards, but now I'm shuffling and I feel like I'm just gonna go with that. See what cards are coming out. Six of Wands in reverse for your connection, and a card for your person for the recent past. 10 of Pentacles. That is cool, right? Ace of Pentacles in reverse and 10 of Pentacles for your person. Perhaps your person has this to offer and you're not seeing it. Let's have a look to the current energy. Okay. Temperance. Ah, this is a Sagittarius card in reverse. Water and fire. It's a theme. And card for the connection. Page of Wands. This one came out for another sign, for another fire sign too. I think it was Aries. It's funny. I feel like there's a lot of communication going on for, at least for the fire signs, and passion. Words of love, possibly. And energy for your person in the current timeline. Strength in reverse. Interesting. There definitely seems to be some sort of balancing needed with these energies that are both in reverse, and I feel like there may be some sort of counterpart energy going on. It's even like kind of reflected in the cards. fire energy with the masculine lion here. I cannot talk about lions, I'm just messing it up also in the Leo reading. Anyway, feminine, masculine, water, fire, fire, water. And they're both in reverse, so I feel like, and you're mirroring each other. So yeah, I feel like, and yeah, there's some balancing that needs to be done there. Let's see what's up for the projected future. What's happening for Sagittarius, projected future? Tell me for, what's the energy for Sag? I don't think I've ever said that before, Sag. The Fool in reverse! This one came out earlier too. I'm so amazed how these sometimes just come out. Sagittarius, you have 2 major arcanas and Ace of Pentacles. So there's like big energies for you for July. And let's have a look what's coming up for... And also for your person with the 10 of Pentacles and Strength is also a major arcana. Let's have a look at your projected dynamic, the Star, and I don't know if it's supposed to come out reversed. I feel like I flipped it, so I think it's actually like this. It actually came out a little bit like this, but I don't know what to make out of this. So perhaps that it can go both ways. I'm just gonna flip it up like this. Oh, 2 cards. This one came out first. Page of Pentacles with the Emperor. I just want 1 card, but I just want to show them. There maybe would be some sort of growth from Page of Pentacles into the Emperor, or somebody may look like a Page of Pentacles and is actually an Emperor. And energy for your person for the month of July. There. This is too much, but I'll take this one that jumped out by himself. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, that is interesting. It's going from 10 of Pentacles to 5 of Pentacles. Like, this is abundance. This is scarcity mindset, although it's in reverse. But this seems funny that it's on one side. Okay, for you, Ace of Pentacles, I've already said it. It looks like there's something, you're missing an opportunity, or you have missed an opportunity of abundance coming towards you, or some sort of project or something that was very stable. And I think it is this. There was somebody who wanted to offer you this. There's the 6 of Swords in reverse. Which is really saying something like where can be a journey, like somebody has not come forward. I think it has something to do with those swords, which is like the mental energy. And the mental energy may have, I always feel with the 6 of Swords, it has to do with karmic garbage that needs to be tucked out of the boat. So either it's happened, or it is because of that karmic garbage that you haven't taken this pentacle out of a fear, possibly. But it feels like a very stable, committed energy in this relationship. It's really something that is foundational, whether it's a love relationship or some sort of work relationship, collaboration, or friendship. Very stable. And you're in the same energy with those pentacles. Very earthy. I like that earthy energy. And then for the current energy, Page of Wands, very young, dynamic energy, and it can also be communication. The fact that it's reversed, something is not being communicated, and it has something to do with passion. So the Temperance is like not being indulgent, but also very much balancing the feminine and the divine feminine and divine masculine energies within yourself. And it has, for me, this is also like a transmutation card of healing, where I feel like the water element is a symbol of our emotions that needs to be purged and burned in the heat of the fire. So it's a very healing card. And possibly because this healing hasn't been taking place or is still taking place, this communication isn't happening. For your person, there's this card in the Strength card, and this is a little bit for me inner child wounding that is taken care of. When it's like it's taken care of, that sounds so harsh. Well, it's a very actually more like a gentle feminine energy, which is nourishing. This is where you do like self-parenting, where you can actually hold space for your inner child, where your inner child is not creating havoc in all your relationships and the way that you act out, because it needs to be seen, it needs to be heard. This is where you're actually like taking care of your inner child, and so your inner child doesn't need to be screaming and shouting and roaring like a lion anymore. So they're all like, they are okay, like they are a part of you, whereas before they may have been disintegrated, they may be more integrated right now. Fact that it is in reverse, it looks like there's still some integration needing to be done, and it looks like you're both needing to do healing, and perhaps you're working on similar issues. Like you're definitely mirroring each other here. Okay. In the future, it looks like this is a card of healing and cards of dreams coming true. This is where you let go of limiting beliefs and go for what your makes your heart sing. So I feel like you both come out, you're both going through that healing quite successfully. And I'd really like that for your person. This person is somehow coming out of a scarcity mindset, leaving that behind. And scarcity mindset, it's all about energy, and ways that energy is expressing in this world is with money and love, in the sense of the relationships that we have around us. And your person may have had like actual a lot of money, and I feel like here is where where it is coming to the core like of the healing of this, what this person is doing. Perhaps this person has had some sort of feeling that or belief that you need to have a lot of money, actual money, or manifestations of that, like be successful with work, have a big house, have a big car, like very superficial expressions that show abundance. But deep down there is possibly some sort of, and that may have to do with this inner child wounding, that is so all that outward expression of abundance is believed to balance out, or even believed to I'm stuttering. There is some sort of belief around it that all that monetary or physical expression of wealth is needed to cover up for possibly a low self-esteem. And this is and you know, I think like this person may even be very generous and throwing around money, perhaps almost like believing to buy friendships or relationships, And this person is possibly even approaching you with like, look what all the things that I have, and you don't want it. You want, like, as a Sagittarius, you want a deep connection. You don't want that. It's not enough, you know. Like, if it's just the house, it's just the house. If it is really the underlying energy that is important to you. So that may be the reason that you're not taking this Pentacle. And here in the future, it looks like your person is coming out of the scarcity mindset and can be both abundant in both the manifestations of the earthly manifestations of wealth, as well as letting love flow in and out, and understanding that this person is already fulfilled and complete. Just like this, that is that healing, right? And the Fool in reverse is coming out for you. Did it come out in reverse? Yes. Yeah, I think you are just not having it. Like, you are not willing to take a leap of faith. I think you just really need to see, yeah, you just don't want any bullshit, just to say it, like, because you just kind of look through the superficiality without wanting to be a judgmental about this. So you're just like, but this is not enough. You're not taking it. You want a deep felt connection, and you're not taking a leap of faith of anymore. And it has something to do with the healing that you're doing now. That's the understanding that you're doing now about yourself, whereas perhaps in the past you may have taken that shiny coin very easily, and possibly it has left you disillusioned and hurt and abandoned and alone. So you're not taking a chance with it anymore. You need very solid proof of your other person, right? Not proof, that sounds so harsh, but there's something about, like, yeah, you just don't want to have the bullshit. You rather have somebody coming towards you, like, all naked and showing all their wounds and all their scars, instead of covering them up in with nice clothing and expensive dinners and compliments. And it looks like this person is doing that work, is trying to coming to you in a vulnerable way. And I feel like there's even like some sort of collaboration going, like, I feel like in the connection going on in healing there, like, both, like, you also look like you have some wounding to heal. Sorry about my neighbor kids, they're so loud always. And it looks like you're working here together to not heal each other, but just have space for each other, that you're not perfect yet. Or you are actually perfect, but the manifestation of your physical body and your physical existence is still learning and healing. There seems to be space for it too. And this is perhaps just a friendship, or maybe it's just like kind of taking it slow, right? Perhaps you're not immediately dating. Perhaps this is like I already said in the beginning, a friend that you have in your life right now that is becoming a more important or healing energy in your life. It doesn't even need to be love. I don't actually see any cups here, except for the cups that are being held in the Temperance. There are no emotions here in the sense of cups cards. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's have a look at an advice for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, and whatever this connection is, I feel it's like, it just feels like there's a lot of wisdom and understanding for each other. Like you're really carrying each other. This card is jumping out. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, that's interesting. You're a mutable sign as a Sagittarius. Yeah, I do feel like you have some sort of idea about what kind of connections you want to engage in. Your person doesn't seem to be pushy at all. It just seems to have tried it in the beginning because they are coming out of beliefs and didn't know any better. But they seem they seem to go through some sort of healing with that star card especially, and coming out of that Five of Pentacles mentality. And it looks like this is the kind of energy that you're pulling towards you, because that's what you are, that you've learned, that's what you deserve. You don't want that karmic garbage anymore in your relationship, not from yourself and not from the other. And if it's still there, because there's always something, there's like awareness of continuously healing. Yeah, it feels a little bit firm, Sagittarius. It feels a little bit firm, and I think there is some sort of, even if there is some sort of romantic interest, I think it may just be very slowly, where you just feel like you have a friend or a friendship that may suddenly turn into something that's passionate. But I don't see the passion here. But yeah, Spirit says don't give up. This is definitely like you're leveling up in the connections that you are wishing to have in your relationship. Okay, bye fire signs. I hope this was helpful for you for the month of July. And if you like what you see, please comment and like and subscribe in my channel. And I'm also curious to know if this resonates. So if you like to share, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, bye.